to technique 15. This technique is called symbol language feedback. So when developing skill in higher sensory perception, the various levels of the multidimensional mind begin to work more smoothly and effectively in cooperation with the third dimensional conscious mind, right? Because we are utilizing it, visualizing it, talking about it, manifesting it, anchoring it in, making consciousness and communication with those higher density levels of our matter bodies and interdimensional levels of our astral bodies, our higher mind dimensions, 14th through 15th density. We are creating a cooperative agreement, so to speak. And we are realizing that through repetition of focus and concentration of states outside of the linear mind. That's exactly what you're doing every time that you're visualizing these techniques, okay? So, which incorporates 15 dimensional levels of mind. First and second dimension would be the subconscious, third dimension would be the ego mind, and fourth through 15th density and dimension would be the multidimensional spiritual mind levels. In truth, all levels and dimensions of mind are awake and they are aware, and they represent a platform of perception through which self can experience and take information from that multidimensional spectrum, right? And then anchor that into their third dimensional reality. That is how you time jump. That is how you usher in the new future. That is how you sustain the grid works, and that is how you build and support humanity, is by tuning into the higher intelligent resources of your own dimensional field of all of this awesomeness of higher identity that just floats around out in your field. You're expanding to experience it and then anchor it into the physical. Expanding to experience it, anchor it into the physical, and then use that to gain momentum, accelerated momentum. But often there is a language barrier that the ego mind communicates through linear thoughts, words, and order of scenes. And the higher mind will speak in a variety of electrical impulse languages of direct cognition, or electronic data streaming is what I like to call it. So what we want to do essentially is create a bridge. So this technique is going to be all about creating a bridge from the ego mind to the higher mind by creating a symbol code to retrieve conscious feedback from various levels of mind. The symbol code that we create today will also assist you with determining if the person, the being, the energetic presence is in your best interest to interact with, okay? Because there is quantum entanglement, and we become what we allow into our reality. It's just an empathic nature. It's an empathic thing that we do, is we, if we're not very cautious and we're not very careful of the programming that we are allowing in, we are being programmed outside of our free will. That includes watching movies, that includes anything that you watch that you didn't necessarily consent to that information, then it is programming you outside of your free will. So that's one thing that I'm always very, very cautious and careful of. It's 1:11 right now, so we're going through a portal. But essentially, I perceive it, my personal experience has been that I want to be in charge of my programming at all times. I want to be in charge of what I am allowing into my consciousness. So I can use that time to program it with things that are important to me. Program it with things that are going to self-benefit, because there is a part of the process, there is a part of the journey that you will need to focus on yourself. You will need to focus on taking care of you, okay? Because you cannot help others until you take care of yourself. And yeah, so that's really what this bioregenesis is all about, is you getting the ascension codes up to a level of mastery within your own bioenergetic field to be able to direct and be a conductor and be the one that is choosing their future, choosing their reality. because you can maintain that level of stability in the higher dimensions if you gain the skills to do that. So please have done technique 1, technique 4 and 5, and technique 8 before doing technique 15. That's grounding, pineal induction, the Maharic seal, and a platform for contact. All of these visualizations will be referenced in this technique. Okay guys, so in this technique, the symbol code will be a circular white sphere and will be used as a bridging symbol between 3rd density human mind and 4th through 15th density multidimensional mind. This sphere will symbolize the intention of wholeness, health, and personal evolution. Okay, so I drew the symbol code really quick. Don't make fun of my drawing, but this is just kind of what it should be. It's just a circle with a thin white. This should all be white in your visualization. And I just want you to pineal induct the symbol. So that's why referencing the other techniques was important, just so you know how to pineal induct. So go ahead and blur your eyes just a little bit and go ahead and inhale. Inhale the symbol code into your 3rd eye. Okay, and then place it on the back of your forehead and visualize that in white on the blackness of the back of your forehead to ensure that you did induct the symbol properly. Okay, so now I want you to visualize the pure white sphere of energy on the inside of the forehead and say an affirmation. The affirmation that you should say is, "This image stands for the wholeness and the perfection of my mind, body, and spirit." Inhale and draw the image of the white sphere into the center of the brain, the pineal. Inhale and exhale, and draw the energy down through the energy centers of the body, okay? And I want it to go all the way down through your legs and down into the center of earth. Imagine that the white sphere is in the core of the earth, drawing in the qualities of your 13th dimensional avatar frequency, okay? It's absorbing this frequency. Then I want you to inhale and draw the sphere back up into your body and into your pineal. Now I want you to run the symbol down your spine again. This time, stopping at the horizontal plane of each of your 7th dimensional chakra bands and pulsing at each sphere, repeating the mantra, okay? So inhale and exhale. Visualize the white sphere at the 7th dimensional chakra. Repeat the mantra. "This image stands for my wholeness and the perfection of my mind, body, and spirit." Inhale, exhale. Push it down to the pineal. "This image stands for the wholeness and the perfection of mind, body, and spirit." Inhale, exhale. Push it down to the throat chakra. "This image stands for the wholeness and the perfection of my mind, body, and spirit." Inhale, exhale. Push the white sphere down to the heart chakra and say, "This image stands for the wholeness and the perfection of my mind, body, and spirit." Inhale, exhale. Push it down to the solar plexus chakra. "This image stands for the wholeness and the perfection of my mind, body, and spirit." Inhale, exhale. Down to the sacral chakra. "This image stands for the wholeness and perfection of my mind, body, and spirit." And last but not least, push it down to the root chakra. And here we say again, "This image stands for the wholeness and the perfection of mind, body, and spirit." You have now went through the symbol code induction. Once the symbol code is induced into the bioenergetic field, it will become an operational frequency gauge, transmitting feedback from your levels of higher mind. Now I want you to envision a person, place, event, or a major decision in your life that you are thinking about entertaining as a reality. And bring a tiny version of this energy signature of the being. So it could be like a miniature version of the person, just as we built on your platform for you. I want you to bring that being onto your platform for contact, okay? And I want you to place the pure white sphere symbol code that you just inducted around their body, or the energetic signature of the event, place, or decision. Okay, so meaning if it's not a person that you can actually visualize their being or their energy signature, and you're having a hard time visualizing the energetic signature of the decision, let's say it's a decision. Okay, so what I want you to do is take a mental snapshot of a picture of a place or an event. If it's a decision, I want you to take a mental snapshot of a picture of that place or the event, or if it's a decision, have a symbolic item representing that decision and place that on your contact, and then go ahead and place the white circular sphere around that item or that snapshot of the picture, okay? Now, if the sphere remains white in color, this is a beneficial interaction. If the sphere begins to turn dark gray or even black, this means that this is more damaging to your bioenergetic field in maintaining your alignment to perfection of the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, because yes, your own bioenergetic field becomes very important when going through processes of bioregenesis, when you are regenerating your quantum from the depths of you, okay? When you are regenerating your ascension codes, your genetic codes, and you are getting them up in the body, when you're getting to levels of self-mastery, you have to be aware of those other interactions that could potentially pull you out of alignment to your perfection of mind, body, and spirit. So this frequency gauge is going to help you decide whether those interactions are important or not, okay? Whether those interactions are in your best interest, okay? So you're going to have to really practice this feedback loop symbol as much as you can with lots of different people, so that way you can start to see and read your own gauge and see what your own gridding system attaches to those specific shades of gray, right? Because everybody has their own gridding system of morals and values and what's okay and what's not and what's connected to their highest timeline. But I can tell you, if it is not in support of your highest interest, if it is not in support of your highest good, if it's not in support of your highest outcome, if it's not contributing to that, then it's pulling you back in lack and separation. Okay, so you're going to have to really trust into your own intuition of that frequency gauge, that it is going to guide you accordingly from your higher mind, and you're going to have to trust that you did properly pineal induct that into all dimensions of your energetic body. Okay, guys? So I know that you are going to love this technique. Give me some feedback on it. Let me know how you resonated with it. And namaste. I will be back soon with technique 16, and I will also be back with level 2 of the Kathara. Okay? Namaste and have a beautiful day.